What is up, everybody? Man, it was an absolutely filthy day in the market, guys. We made a killing over here at Trades Trades, and I hope you guys did as well. So, welcome to Trades Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money. And I am happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So, if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that are given to me, make the community a little bit better off than it was before, that's all a guy can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Now, quick shout out to the guys over the Patreon. We have had quite a few new people join us here today, sitting at 201 members. Bo, Broken Thief, Cole, Cosmo, KX, Casey, Dan, Kim, Aaron, Stivvy. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. They'll have real-time insight to my personal trading, as well as access to the private Discord. And guys, these guys know their stuff. Woo! We've hit some grand slams today. They brought a bio. We all worked together to find CLWD. We worked on Zome. We're looking at NAKD right now, and actually NAKD, ticker symbol NAKD, the stock we're going to talk about, was brought up to me in the Discord, and that is why I'm covering it today. Watch out for this scammer, guys. This is not my account. You'll know it's me because this gray box is around my name. So report it if you see it. Don't buy his crap. Don't call that number or whatever. So let's give a quick rundown on ticker symbol NAKD, Naked Brand Group LTD. Now, we're going to discuss a couple different things here. We'll look at this from a 1 month perspective, as well as a 1 day, 1 minute chart. We're going to talk about a couple different indicators here, the RSI, the 200 EMA, the 15-day VAMA. This was pointed out to me by a subscriber in the comment section. I was calling this the 20-day. It's actually the 15, so thanks for the correction. I appreciate the accountability. We'll look at the given volume on the day, the gap between these two trend lines, the new support and resistance levels, and all the 9 yards. So let's just get right into the video. If you're not familiar with what NAKD is, they operate as an apparel and swimwear company. It designs, manufactures, and markets a portfolio of company-owned and licensed brands, catering to a broad cross-section of consumers and market segments. The company's brands include Bendon Man, Davenport, Fairform, Hickory, Lovable, Pleasure State, and Fredericks of Hollywood. Interesting names. They're following on stock to has been growing pretty high, 44,000 members. Message volume is down a little bit, but sentiment is up and price is up a lot today. So they're looking very, very nice. I'm loving the price action on this does look very clean. So let's just get right into the chart here. We're gonna drop some levels of support and resistance, and I don't currently have a position in the stock, just to be transparent, but I am considering this for a swing trade opportunity. So I will show you guys an entry point that I will be watching for, that I feel very comfortable with the stock, and give you guys some ideas of what to expect if you are looking to get into this company, right? As well as a potential exit point. I would be getting into this as a swing trade, right? I'm not looking at this as a mid to long-term hold, as I don't very firmly believe in the overall growth, but I do think that they have a lot of momentum on their side and a lot of hype and a lot of buying pressure. So I don't currently have a position. This is where I'm sitting right now, just to be completely transparent. So let's get into it. We've got a support level at 20 cents here, which is where we were sitting back on the 4th of January, and then followed up with a pretty solid support line right around here at 30 cents, and then another pretty solid support line, and I like this one probably the most, right around here at 47.21 cents. And if I was looking for a potential entry point into this stock, this would probably be my safest bet. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different candlesticks touching this in the last 5 days, and this looks very, very nice as an entry point. So that's what we're looking at for a support level. If you want to write that number down, feel free to do so. That's currently what I'm seeing on the chart. And then we're looking at 59.3 cents as the overlying theme of resistance. Now, the price action on this, and why I actually find this stock very interesting, is the price action is extremely smooth, and very uncharacteristic of penny stocks is how smooth the corrections have been on the company. So anytime we've approached over 70, which is oversold, anything under 30 is overbought, as I was. Anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold. You know, we have corrected extremely well, right? We didn't really touch down to 30, except for maybe right here in the after hours, but we corrected off of that extremely well. The run has continued. It has been gapping up in after hours and pre-market action. And the company's looking good, guys. I actually enjoy the price action on this a lot. Now, one thing that I don't particularly like is if we Google naked stock, right, and we pull this up on Yahoo really quick. So I'll pull them up. The first news article that pops up is this: there's still no reason to invest in Naked Brands. That's from 4 days ago from Investor Place. And, you know, if we look back 4 days ago, I don't know if this affected the stock price. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like anybody really paid any attention to this. But this is something to keep in the back of your mind. So Naked Brands has enjoyed a bit of a comeback so far in 2021. Shares spiked from 20 cents to more than 40 cents at one point over the past few days. That said, this is a rounding error in the bigger picture. On a split adjusted basis, Naked stock traded for $600 per share in 2018. So the stock is still down more than 99% from that level. Now, if you're a trader, if you're swing trading or day trading, you're not really paying much attention to the actual value of a company. You're more interested in news catalyst, in trader sentiment, in buying pressure, in selling pressure, and you're looking to capitalize on momentum, right? Ride the trends up and really just take advantage of the quick swings. So I'm not super concerned with, you know, that negative news article. However, I wish that I could find a news catalyst that would push this stock up. So if anybody does have one that they've found or read about, please drop it in the comment section so that everybody here in the community can use that to help their investing decisions. I personally did not find one, and it would be awesome if we could find one. But regardless, the stock does look extremely bullish on the 1 month chart. All of the price action has been very nice. You know, we did have about a 3-day period here of consolidation, but that's not a bad thing, right? If we actually want to draw this out, we could make this a pretty solid looking bullish flag. So we've got a nice pull here. We've got a nice trend line down from the top of this price action on that candle, a compressing of price action. And then if we take here from part of the base of the candle and extend that out, you can see a very nice compression right here. And this is just buyers. It confirms to buyers that the stock is going to hold its price level and gives them confirmation that, hey, this is safe to push up another leg, right? And that's what we see right here. And honestly, if I had to take a guess, I'm not entirely sure, but it's looking like it right now. It's looking like we are forming this exact same pattern right now on this chart. So we're seeing the flagpole right here, a very smooth run up. We draw a trend line from here out. We draw another trend line from the top out. It looks to me like we're going to see a nice little compression of price action here. Now, I can't predict the future. I can't tell you how this is going to play out, but based on what I'm seeing right now, this is very possible. So if we do see that bullish flag formation again, that would mean that we're either seeing a day, 2, 3 days of consolidation. But if we do push through the top of that trend line, that means you're going to see some pretty violent and filthy movements on the stock. And the upside here is pretty extremely high. You know, I've read different price targets around $1.50 to $2 in the short term. However, I'm not telling you to reach for those, right? Be very happy locking in profits whenever you can. If you see selling pressure, lock in profits on a day or swing trade. But things are looking very nice. The volume is increasing, right? We are up from the usual trading volume. That looks very nice. I like that a lot. We do have the crossover on the VAMA over the 200 EMA. The gap is growing a lot, so this is extremely bullish territory on the 1 month chart. And this looks very, very nice. So if you're looking for an entry point, as I am, I'm going to be watching for 47.2 cents as a potential entry point, right? And if we don't see that pullback back down to 47.2, and you see immense buying pressure in the pre-market or at market open, that may be a different time to reassess, right? We could continue to see a run up. You know, something that I think of off the top of my head, and I always come back to this in my videos, but is JAGX. We just saw a continuous run up for 2 days here. Another continuous run up for about 2 days here, right? So just keep that in the back of your mind. I don't recommend you chase the stock, right? I'm not telling you to chase the stock, as I do not like chasing stocks. I think the best opportunity to buy and the least risk involved is to get in on a pullback, and I think it is reasonable. I think it could happen, especially since we did see a pullback right at the end of the day. And if these trend lines do play out, guys, let's just look at this really quick. You'd be looking at tomorrow probably about 48 cents. So if you got in at the bottom of this trend line at around 48 cents, I think you'd be sitting pretty well. And it is possible that we see some limit order sell-offs at market open. We did see that happen right here at the beginning of the day. So we may test out that 48 cent level. Just keep in the back of your mind, I can't guarantee that, but be watching for it, right? Because that is something that we do see on stocks that have run up a lot like this. People will take profits, especially swinger day traders. So that's probably the best opportunity to enter in if you're looking for a quick swing on Naked. Now, if we do change this to a 2-day, 1 minute chart, we'll take a look at some different confirmations and some patterns that I'm seeing on the charts right now. We did have a very nice bullish wedge right here. So this is a compressing of price action down into a really tight zone. And if we extend this out like so, draw another trend line right here from the bottom of this wedge, you can see the price action really squeezing down. Buying pressure shoots up through that trend line. And then, you know, we did come back down here. So if we really wanted to kind of nitpick, you can say that there is a small head and shoulders pattern here. You know, one of the shoulders being right around here. Another one of the shoulders looking right about here. And the head being this big bump right here on the top. I'll just draw it like so. Oh, got rid of my triangle. All right. And the head being right here, this big bump right there. Man, that looks goofy. There we go. And this is the head right here on the top. So it is a bearish indicator. However, in the after hours right now, we do see the VAMA steadily approaching the 200 EMA, which is bullish territory. If it does cross over, that is confirmation to me that buyers are stepping back in and pushing the price back up. Now let's just zoom in quick on the 1 day here and take a look at the candle wicks. Now at the beginning of the day, you can see that these green candles don't have very long wicks at the top, and this indicates very strong buying pressure. Anytime that you see green candles with either long wicks on the bottom or no wicks at the top, that indicates that buyers are controlling the price action, right? On the flip side, if you see a red candle with a long wick on the bottom, like you see here, that indicates weak sellers. That means that buyers are controlling the market and that bulls are completely controlling the price action. And you can see that, especially at the beginning of the day here, that is the case because the VAMA is over the 200 EMA. We've got a nice gap right here. And then once you see this crossover on the price action, right, on naked, you can see a little bit of a trend reversal, right? So you can see, if we look here at some of the candles, a little bit of wick on the top of these red, a little bit of wick. There's green on the bottom, so it's a little bit of a mixed bag. You know, this isn't terrible right now, but here, you know, honestly, I actually don't mind that at all. This doesn't look that bad. Even though we saw some decline, a little bit of sell-off at the end of the day, I thought we'd expect to see a little more action in the candles, but this still looks like buying territory. It looks like, you know, we do have a little bit here. There's a green candle with a pretty long wick on the top, so that indicates a little bit of weakness in buyers, but most of these are very solid candles, guys, so I really like the price action on that. It does indicate strong buying presence, so that is something to keep in the back of your mind to help your investing decisions. That definitely confirms to me that naked is in buyer territory right now. Even though we see a lot of red volume here at the beginning of the day, the buyers are stepping in and they're holding the stock very well. So we do have that wedge formation, that bullish wedge, bullish. Oh man, I just get rambling. Let's get back to it. We see this head and shoulders pattern a little bit bearish, but we are rebounding nicely here in the after hours. And if we do push above this 200 EMA, that would indicate to me that we're still in bullish territory. However, it is not the end of the world if we do see a little bit of bearish action tomorrow. So let's just go back here to the 5-day chart and take a look at this. Actually, I think a better indicator would be the 10-day. So the 10-day chart, we see this run up, a little bit of bearish action, and then from here, a slow climb, and then it pops off, right? So if anything, tomorrow, if we see a bearish day, that could be an opportunity for you to get into a 3, 4, 5-day swing, lock in, you know, maybe a 30% margin in 5 days, and you're cooking with Crisco. That's as good as it gets. I mean, we're not going to hit complete home run grand slams like JagX or BNGO every single week. But if we can lock in a 30% gain on a week on one stock, you're cooking, guys. That's insane. That's filthy. Think about it like this: a very solid return on your portfolio on a year-to-year basis is 8 to 10% with your typical your typical investor, right? So like my Roth IRA guy, he said, hey, I could probably get you a solid 10%. You're looking good. And I'm thinking to myself, 10%. Well, I made 8% today, and if you can make 30% on one stock in a week, whew, That's what I'm talking about. Nickel and dime here, nickel and dime there. It's going to add up over time. I'm loving Naked. I think it's got very solid price action. The only thing that I don't particularly like is one of the confirmations I always look for with a swing trade is upcoming news catalyst. And like I said, I have not found any upcoming news catalyst, but the setup here does look nice, right? The volume is picking up. We do see a little bump in volume action here. That looks nice. And if this continues in tomorrow, I would expect to see some more price movement, some more volatility, and that would be absolutely beautiful. So that is what I have for the update and the analysis on ticker symbol NAKD. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel. And consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 6,000 subscribers in a little over 3 weeks. So if you're a content creator or looking to become one, I could not recommend this highly enough. It is a great resource to help get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you use my link, I will receive a commission off your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it is a great way to support the channel, and if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I am just glad to have your support by taking the time to watch my videos. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.